So I want y'all to notice, just notice the flag on the front of the church. And then I want you to realize that this was the mother of churches all over this area. This was where it all started. And so much influence all over the area. And now, it's not fit for a dog. I got too much respect for dogs. So again, goes to the heart of the idea that you just got to keep planting New Testament churches. And you'll see this flag on a lot of the old churches. And one of the reasons is because the ABC, okay, so not the ABA, which is the old landmark division of Baptist, but this is the ABC, which is the American Baptist Convention. And they are slap just riddled with liberalism. And they get a hold of these buildings because they have a program of restoration, and they got money in their coffers, and they go all over the country, everywhere we've been, and they take these old buildings over, and they just desecrate them. Where's Brother Paul Davis? Come tell them what they did at the First Baptist Church up in Boston, Massachusetts. You remember some of the things they did inside of that church?
Like the First Baptist Church in Boston was started from the beating of Obadiah Holmes, and when I was there, I got to know the historian there, and believe me, the historian, he's not even saved. Now you go inside that building, there's a plaque to Obadiah Holmes, there's a plaque to Henry Dunster, which you mentioned earlier, there's a window for Samuel Stillman, if you know about him, a powerful preacher in the Revolution, and he knew a lot of these guys. But when I was there, they had just recently, well, the historian, he told me, I said, how do you get to heaven? And he literally didn't have a clue. I mean, it was just some bizarre, reason he gave, or bizarre, salvation he gave me. And I said, well, just let me go ahead and ask you, let's just ask you, what about women preachers? Oh, absolutely, we're all for women preachers. I said, well, let me ask you about, sodomites. He goes, oh yeah, we've got homosexuals in the church, good standing members of the church. And at that time, they had a sodomite playing the piano, and they had open witches that were a part of the choir. In their baptistry, they had used it to baptize animals. I was up there to dedicate their animals. So, Baptist is more than a name, it's a set of distinctives. And like that church there is called the First Baptist Church, but that candlestick was removed a long time before. Keep the name on the sign, but keep the principles straight.
So you remember now here's why Paul said to teach able-bodied men who would be able to go ahead and teach others also.
Right.
Because it's all going to go bad someday, so we've got to continue to train and do our part like they did. So we're not here to look at what it is, we're here to remember what they did, and we got to keep following the pattern, otherwise this is what everything ends up to be. Amen? So powerful lesson.
We're only around for one generation.